Tonight on Size Eyes on the Skies.
As we take a look outside Memorial Union, it was a wet, rainy day today. Roads are covered in water. It was almost like slipping on bananas on my way here today. I'll have more on that later in the show.
Plus, Zach has a look at the national forecast. Size Eyes on the Skies for Thursday, October 28th starts now.
Live from Studio 171 in Ames, Iowa, the Iowa State Meteorology Department team of meteorologists brings you the latest weather from around the country and out your front door. Iowa State's longest running television program and the only live weather broadcast on campus starts right now. This is Size Eyes on the Skies.
I'm your host, Chloe Macey. We begin with tonight's weather story. On this date in 1925, the southern half of Iowa received a lot of snowfall, following statewide snowfall a couple of days earlier. 2 days' accumulation of snow included 2 inches in Corning and Keosauqua, 3 inches at Mount Ayr, 3.4 inches at Keokuk, and 6 inches at Clarinda. In addition, extremely cold temperatures occurred in Des Moines with a low of 7 degrees, one of its 3 coldest temperatures on record. This would mark the coldest October on record, and with Des Moines having an average temperature of 41.6 degrees. Several stations reported 0 or below, with readings of 0 at Rock Rapids and Rockwell City, -1 at Ottawa, and -2 at Logan and Webster City. To discuss more on what's happening around the country, here's Zach with our national forecast.
Good evening, everyone. As we look around our nation here, we see that we've got some more rain continuing in the Midwest after we've been hit by that for the last few days. Some nice clear skies leading to some great temperatures down in the Southwest, and East Coast rain that is currently around South Carolina is going to begin moving its way into the Northeast.
Welcome back. Now here's Zach with a look at what's happening around the nation.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Zachary McDaniel, meteorologist in training. To start here, we take a look at the nice satellite radar we've got here. Some more rain continuing to move towards us in the Midwest. That should continue into the early hours of tomorrow morning and then eventually leave us by midday. Over down here in the southeast, we've got some rain that will begin moving its way up the coast here into the New York, Boston area, picking up a little bit of intensity and dropping some more rain on those northeastern states. And then down over here in the southwest, we've got some nice clear skies with just a bit of rain up near the Portland, Vancouver area. So we look at the temperatures across our country. We got some nice warm temperatures down near Phoenix and San Francisco, around 70s and 80s. A bit more cool temperatures in the Midwest with some 40s. And then over on the East Coast, we've got some nice 50s and 60s down in the south, reaching up to 83 in Miami, actually. And then it gets colder, of course, as you head to the northeast, and you get up to Caribou at 46. Now, as we look at the water vapor map for our country, we got some nice dry sections down here, looping around into the south, really containing this rain here in this area. And this dry section down here is what's going to end up pushing this rain up into the northeast sector. As this rain moves across the Midwest and over into the Indiana, Ohio area, we'll get some nice dry air coming along throughout the night and the morning tomorrow. And then up in the northern part of our country, we do have some moisture up near that Portland, Vancouver rain system that might end up turning to snow over this weekend. As we look at the futurecast for rain, you can see the system beginning to make its way up into New York and getting a bit more rain than it's been having down in those southern states. The system in the Midwest will begin to fall apart near Friday at 7 p.m. And then as we continue to go into the weekend, near Saturday at 11 a.m., it will be completely dissipated in the Indiana, Ohio area, and will move over towards the eastern states once again. So we look at the week ahead for my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Beautiful temperatures up in the 70s to start the week, dropping down a bit, down to 60s as a high, with not even hitting a low below 40 until next Thursday. So if you need to make any surprise trips across the border for unspecified reasons, now would be a great time to go do those.
Thank you, Zach, for that forecast. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. What do people bob for on Halloween? Is it A, oranges, B, pineapples, C, apples, or D, pears? We'll have your answer coming right up. Now let's have a look at the week ahead with Luke.
All right, as we look at our headlines, the low pressure system moving out tonight, bringing that rain with it tonight and early tomorrow morning. Pleasant weather this weekend with a high near 60 on Saturday, sunshine, and then below average temps for much of next week. Now let's send it to Nick outside with what's going on.
It's raining.
Welcome back. I'm former Italian plumber turned meteorologist Luke Prokosch. As we take a look at the current conditions outside, it's 46 degrees and raining. Winds out of the north of 18 miles an hour. Feels like 39 degrees with that wind. As we take a look at the temperatures around the state, those cool 40s for much of the central, rain-cooled air for much of the central Iowa. Once you get out of that rain, near 50 up by Dubuque and 55 over in Sioux City. Let's take a look at those wind speeds. For Ames, 18 miles an hour, 18 in Mason City, 21 over in Sioux City. We got those strong northerly winds cooling us down with that rain. Let's take a look at those feels like temperatures for right now. Like I mentioned, 39 in Ames, very cool weather. 55 over in Sioux City though, with that rain not cooling it down too much, just the strong winds keeping the temperatures cool. Let's move ahead and look at that rainfall right now. Much of the state right now is just getting drenched. And it's been like this all day. Honestly, I had to dodge some red shells on my way here today. It was not pretty. Let's take a look at the future cast. Like I mentioned, that low pressure is moving out. It's going to bring the rain along with it into early tomorrow. Clouds stick around for much of the day tomorrow, leaving us by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. As we take a look at the skycast for tonight, 44 for a low, that rain lingering around. It's going to be windy for tonight and into tomorrow. Hold on to your hats. Probably won't need an umbrella tomorrow, but just watch for those spotty showers. And for tomorrow, like I said, the widely scattered showers, probably very early in the morning. High of 54 though, and very breezy tomorrow. Let's look at the forecast highs for tomorrow. 51, mid-50s for much of the state, 60 over in Sioux City. As we get more north, maybe in the 40s for right around the border. Very pleasant temperatures, a little below average, but very fall-like. And as we take a look at the week ahead in Ames, breezy tomorrow. I got to be watching out for those blue shells come flying in at me because that's why you don't stay in first place, stay in second place. Beautiful temperatures this weekend, maybe a little cool on Sunday, but beautiful, pleasant, sunny skies. Cooling down for much of the week next week, mid-40s, even the lower 40s, very below average, and you're going to want to wear a jacket.
Thank you, Luke, for that forecast. Let's review tonight's trivia question. What do people bob for on Halloween? Is it A, oranges, B, pineapples, C, apples, or D, pears? What do you all think the answer is?
Well, I was assuming it's not pineapples because I feel like those would be a bit big to fit in your mouth.
I've only bobbed for mushrooms, so I don't know.
All right, the correct answer is C, apples.
Interesting. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Do they have apples in your universe?
I've never heard of what an apple is. I
All
only
right.
heard of the phone for apples, like, Apple, like, cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you call it? A cellular device?
Yes.
Yes.
You talk to people with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I usually get the disposable ones. So.
Oh, what? You just throw them away?
Break them and throw them away.
Okay.
Some stuff going on there I can't really disclose on air.
Oh. All right.
All right, that concludes tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can find every show on YouTube under our Size Eyes channel. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you later. Good night.